I saw it in The Last Jedi, but we should probably figure out the practicality of this with astrophysicist director of the Hayden Planetarium, Neil deGrasse Tyson, rock star of science explanation.
It's real because it's in the movies, so it's real.
And this is his book, which is awesome, Astrophysics for People in a Hurry. God bless you.
Bestseller.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm
Perfect
still
gift
shocked that people care about it at the level they have.
You shouldn't be. You are our science explainer-in-chief, and so explain what you see on that video.
Well, so people, I think, have conflated the concept of a UFO with whether we're visited by aliens. UFO means unidentified, flying object. Okay? This is a highly non-specific term.
Yeah.
It is so non-specific, it admits you don't know what you're looking at.
But what's driving that thing, if not a space alien?
It's unidentified.
Okay.
So.
That's not good enough.
Well, so the universe brims with mysteries. And so just because you don't know what it is you're looking at doesn't mean it's intelligent aliens visiting from another planet.
Yes.
You just said you don't know what you're looking at. So it's not, you cannot, as a next sentence, say, therefore it must be anything.
Yes, but you know what we're looking at. You stare at the cosmos for a living.
I'm not authorized to go beyond this part.
Wow.
You're in!
It's the perimeter of our ignorance. All right? Because it's touching this wider and wider area.
Okay, I understand.
So
But
people are uncomfortable not knowing, not the scientist. I'm fine. We don't know what it is. Keep checking it out.
Okay, but hold on a second. There's another question.
Call me when you have dinner invite from an alien.
That's
a
so
different
you're
conversation.
skeptical. You're skeptical that space aliens have visited Earth.
The evidence is so paltry. For aliens to visit Earth. I have no further interest. Let other people who care, go ahead. And then when you finally find some aliens, bring them into Times Square. No, there are too many weird people.
Yeah,
I think that's happened.
You would not stand out in Times Square.
Right.
And try not to come back during Comic-Con when the alien would just blend in. Go to the county fair or something where there's a uniformity of who's there, and then and everybody's got a high-definition video camera on them now. We have video footage of rare things that you knew happened, but no one saw it happen.
Rare things that you knew happened, but no one saw it happen.
Like buses tumbling in tornadoes. In the day, you didn't say, oh, that bus is about to tumble. Let me go back and get my video camera to film this. No, you got your tail out of there. Everybody's got a video camera. I'm just waiting for images of people visiting, having tea with aliens on the spacecraft. No, so the question is, have aliens visited and just kept going because there was no sign of intelligent life? We've used our, who defined us as intelligent? We did. Okay, so is that some cosmic measure of intelligence? Perhaps not. And so who are we to say? I'm just saying it would be they would manifest and the program is closed down, and it would say, okay.
Neil deGrasse Tyson, the book again, Astrophysics for People in a Hurry.
And I don't want to stop people from doing it. Go keep looking. Get it. Keep looking. Go.
Go out. Get after it.
Go. Bring your video cameras. Go.
Thank you.
We're going to go look for aliens.
Go for it.
We are.
It's unidentified. Okay.
Oh boy, Neil, where do I start? Well, as you guys just saw, the poster boy for everything science and never one to turn down an interview or tout a book, Mr. Neil deGrasse Tyson, who some have dubbed America's leading theoretical astrophysicist, has once again, as seen in this clip, shown his magnificent abilities to dodge questions, make jokes, use his hands to create shapes and movements. And so, as you just saw in this obviously heavily edited video, Mr. Tyson recently went on CNN to discuss this recent revelation of the Pentagon's secret UFO hunting program, as well as the UFO footage that accompanied it. The footage, by the way, which you saw in the last video we posted, where the pilot who actually chased this thing went on TV and spoke. It's just a simply baffling and mesmerizing interview listening to this pilot speak. And so here, obviously CNN wanted to get Mr. Science Guy on the show to give his expert opinion. And you know what? The more and more that I have watched and listened to Neil deGrasse Tyson over the years, the more I've begun to dislike him. Now, I don't, for any personal reasons, dislike the guy. I don't really even dislike him, but, you know, in the beginning I said, this guy is cool. I used to watch his shows, I would post memes of him, and he does have his moments. But as the time has gone by, specifically with things having to do with maybe UFOs, or really anything we don't understand, I've been finding, and I'm not the only one, you can ask thousands of people about this, that he comes off extremely arrogant. He makes a mockery out of something that people have dedicated their lives to, people have experienced themselves, whether that be through abduction experiences, up-close eyewitness testimony, and the millions of us who, day in, day out, on channels just like this, post that very evidence with which Mr. Tyson claims is so paltry. And so over time, I've kind of had to change my perspective on him a little bit and say, okay, what is his true agenda? And there's even been other actual astrophysicists that I've spoken with who look at this guy the same way and say, okay, look, this is not a real astrophysicist. He may use the name, he may use the title, but this guy loves the lights and he loves the cameras. He loves to get on talk shows and morning news hours where he can make jokes and repeat the same exact lines and quotes that he repeats in every interview you've probably ever seen him in, whether it's talking about how we are all made of stardust and how amazing science is, whether you believe in it or not. The guy's a serial quoter, all right? You see him in all of these interviews, and if you've watched as many as I have, you'll notice that it's a very simple, repetitive, and always non-transformative type interview, where he gets to use his name, he gets to use his sense of humor and his ninja-style hand movements so he can explain things much easier. And in the meantime, he also chooses to laugh at those of us here who take such research seriously and who know what we have seen. When you have former members of the Pentagon that not only did they run a secret UFO hunting program, but that they have video footage of one of these things doing maneuvers and defying gravity like no one's business. Furthermore, we have a pilot that has now come out and stated quite bluntly that this thing was nothing like he had ever seen before, nothing like any of the aircraft that we have in our arsenal today. But hey, as long as old Neil says it, I guess we might as well just shut down the channel. But then again, he did say go for it, go out and keep hunting, so I think that's exactly what we will do. And so my hope one day is that we will have some actual astrophysicists who come out and stand by us when we have this evidence, unlike one who simply acts like an astrophysicist, but one that never actually publishes any papers, unless it's a CNN contract to get him some more face time with the camera. So we will continue this journey, guys. I don't know what the deal is with Mr. Tyson here. He doesn't seem to be a big fan of UFOs, which is strange to me, being a man of science. I've heard him speak in other shows about how excited he was about the alien phenomenon, and that aliens had likely even visited us. Yes, I'm sure. I believe it was on the Joe Rogan episode. But I guess that's neither here nor there. And so you guys can feel free to head over to the CNN video, the full video. I'll post a link to it down below. Watch the entire thing, and when you do, after you're done, go down and read some of the comments, some of which were my favorite, starting with Mega Matt JB, who said, quote, "How does he not even talk at all about the UFO video? All he does say is, oh, I don't know, that's not my business, let someone else look into it. Does this guy not know about physics to talk about how the object is rotating and flying?" Journals of Jaded News wrote, "He's pissed off because they let him off the need-to-know crowd, so now he's just a cynical dolt." And finally, one of my favorites from Online, who said, quote, "A 40-foot Tic Tac outran fighter jets, and now the program is closed?" Okay. That post obviously talking about the UFO footage and the claim that the program was then closed after it was captured really doesn't seem to make sense. So, I'm certainly glad there are some people out there seeing through this nonsense and, just putting the pieces together. Look at everything we have. There is more. There are mountains of evidence. And I think all of you guys, all of my Secureteam squad know that we have posted every form of evidence you can think of. Yeah, I just wanted you to check out this video and tell me your thoughts. So thank you all for stopping by today. Be sure to subscribe and share on your way out. I really appreciate it. And I will see you back soon with much, much more. Stay safe, guys.